What is up? It is your girl, Miss Ice Cold. That's me. Hi, hello. I know it's really hard to recognize me because, again, different hair. I told y'all, every episode, it's most likely going to be, like, different hair every single time. I might have a problem. It's okay. But anyways, I'm your girl, Miss Ice Cold, here bringing you I'm Over It, your go-to stop for everything celebrity news. I'm talking about who made up, who broke up, who hooked up, and what projects are doing now, because we need some kind of entertainment in this really, really messed up world that we currently live in. So it's been a while. I know, I'm so sorry. Your girl was sick and depressed. So sick. But anyway, we're back. We're cool. We're here now. But since it's been a while, let's listen to that theme song, theme music, theme short, whatever. I worked hard on it, so let's go play that.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm back. I'm popular the man.
Never mind, bring the beat back. Keep watching me shut it down.
I'm Over It is a safe and inclusive space. Any comments bullying, harassing, or attacking anyone is prohibited. Any comments doing such will result in the comment being deleted, the account being blocked, and maybe public humiliation. Okay, no public humiliation, but you would eternally suck as a human. Okay, and we're back. Hi, hello. Again, I'm your girl, Miss Ice Cold, and this is I'm Over It, your one-stop shop for anything to do with celebrities, and I mean anything at all. I try to keep it diverse. Everyone knows I am like the very definition of pop girly. I mean, yeah. But, you know, sometimes we get into some other things too. Speaking of which, today's Starbucks cup, I call it the original. It's just very kind of like bland looking, but she's cute. We've got peach juice in here. And like not like juice from actual peaches, but like peach juice from Minute Maid. Sponsor me. Please, girl needs money. But anyways, yeah, it's been a while. There's been so much that's been going on in the world, like locally. For all of you 757 people, Something in the Water is back. Yay, I guess. But Something in the Water is back, and tickets went on sale like right after Pharrell announced it. He gave y'all no time to get your PTO together, okay? He said, hey, it's back, buy tickets tomorrow. And y'all did that. Y'all did that without a lineup. Y'all are the type of people that know your cars and just drive even though it's on E, aren't you? It's okay. There are support groups for that. I'll find some links for you. But anyway, speaking of everything that's been going on, they being People magazine, released their sexiest man alive and announced it to be Mr. Chris Evans, America's butt. He was Captain America in the Marvel Cinematic Universe franchise. Did amazingly. You know, if you haven't watched like Endgame, the end of last phase, that's your fault. He's no longer Captain America. Captain America's now black. At least I'm pretty sure he's still black from the show that I watched. I skimmed it. That show was the most boring show that like they've put out. That whole like Captain America and Winter Falcon show, boring. I watched it so that I could say that I watched it because, you know, like stuff is so linear in that universe. But it was boring. You know what else is boring? The fact that Chris Evans is America's like sexiest man alive. I was scrolling Twitter, you know, as I do, and there was this one post that said that they took all of the sexiest men alive like covers and put them like all in one picture, and they said that all of the sexiest men alive looked like they were voted that title by a panel of straight men. And I completely agree with this statement because I find like none of the people that they've announced to be like sexiest man alive attractive whatsoever. Chris Evans, pass. Jason Momoa, which is one that my family and my friends do not understand. I am in no way attracted to Jason Momoa, okay? What I want to do with Jason Momoa is go out for drinks with him, have him tell me stories about his life and his culture, because he seems like he is actually the most interesting man alive. But sexiest? No. Like, I mean, there's one that, like, I literally scoffed at, and it was John Legend. John Legend is in no way sexy at all. I like that he's, like, a great family man, a great husband, a great father, as, you know, like, what we see. But there's nothing about the man that's sexy. He looks like a cartoon aardvark. Love him to death. Love his music. Love his wife. Love his kids. But there's nothing attractive about John Legend. Anyway, if you guys really want to vote for a actual sexiest man alive, people, here's a tip. Have the girls and the gays vote. Leave men out of the equation. Unless they're gay. The gay and the girls will never lie to you when it comes to something like that. I'm just saying, like, know your target audience and, like, work with it, okay? So you can target audience. The Super Bowl knew what it was doing, because the Super Bowl announced that Miss Rihanna Robin Fenty, okay, is doing the Super Bowl halftime show. And all I have to say is it's really disrespectful that they're going to put a football game in the middle of a Rihanna concert. But we'll deal with it. I will fast forward. It's fine. It's okay. But I'm super excited for this. Everyone has been waiting for Miss Rihanna to have a return to music. She has been focusing so much on her growing, the growing makeup brand, her growing clothing brand. But, like, honey, I can only bop to S&M for so long, okay? For so long, I can do it, okay? I need new music. She gave us some new music a week ago with the 2 songs that she did for the Black Panther Wakanda Forever movie, which, if you guys have not seen it, go see that movie, okay? Go see Wakanda Forever. That was the best Marvel movie of this phase. The ultimate best one. There's no zero arguments. That story and the way they handled Chadwick Boseman's R.I.P.'s death, beautifully done. The cinematography, chef's kiss, okay? The dialogue, speechless. It was such a good movie. Highlight of the movie, M'Baku, you bald-headed demon. Yes. Yes! But anyway, Miss Rihanna is back. I am super excited to see who she decides to bring. If she does, she doesn't have to bring anybody. She can just perform all of her, like, number ones and her singles, and I will be good to go. If they make her, like, keep it down to, like, 4 minutes, shame on you. Shame on you, National Football League of America, okay? I want 30 minutes. I want 30 minutes. Give the team some time to rest, okay? They're probably gonna be so tired by that point. Give them some time to chill out. Let Rihanna do her thing. She needs to bring no one, okay? There's so many people she could bring. She could bring, I'm trying to think, like, everyone that she's done music with. She could honestly bring Britney Spears, which, with the way that she has shown public support for Britney and everything that she's been going through, could happen, okay? She could bring Britney. She could bring Jay-Z. She could bring T.I., which, God, I hope she doesn't bring T.I. But, like, there's so many people she could bring. She could bring Eminem, my other husband, like, she can do whatever she wants, okay? She could have another Savage X Fenty fashion show in the middle of her entire thing. I just realized I've been ranting for so long about Rihanna because she's just goddess. But yeah, super excited for that. Super excited for that. And let's get into today's meat and potatoes of today's episode, because today's gonna be, you thought this was ranting. Let's get into it. Okay, welcome back. You guys remember, like, Nickelodeon late at night and those, like, little advertisement, like, they seemed like they were 12 minutes long, and it's like the fushigi balls, and, like, you could do all these weird things. I don't know, but anyway, welcome back. I'm your girl, Miss Ice Cold. This is I Am Over It. Let's get into today's meat of the episode. Woo! You guys, disclaimer, if I go on a rant, I'm not editing it out. This episode is just going to be super long, okay? No words barred, okay? So, we are going to talk about the breaking news topic of the last, 48 hours. We are talking Miss Candace Cameron. That's her name. You see how I just didn't know? It's because now she's irrelevant. Candace Cameron Bure, also known as DJ Tanner from Full House and Fuller House, opened her mouth when she shouldn't have. And that's what I think gets a lot of celebrities into trouble, is that they just open their mouths. That's what they do, and they shouldn't. Anyway, remember how last episode I had to write down all of Nick Cannon's children's names? There's so much going on with this, I had to write everything down, okay? Okay, so, Candace Cameron Bure. She used to do all of these movies on a Hallmark channel, which, side note, Lifetime, Hallmark. Okay, y'all that like Hallmark movies, I get it. I understand you like the cheesiness. But let's get into some real nitty-gritty stuff with Lifetime, okay? Anyway, so Miss Candace used to do all of these movies on Hallmark channel, especially the holiday movies, the Christmas movies, which a lot of people are starting to start watching, even though no one's eaten one slice of turkey yet. But that's what she used to do. She used to do all these little Christmas holiday Hallmark movies. She has come out saying that irony. She has come out saying that she is moving from the Hallmark channel to what's the name of this again? I want my glasses. Can't see anything without my glasses. Oh, she is actually the chief creative officer over at the Great American Family Network. That just sounds racist. I'm sorry. That just sounds like they personally finance Trumpeters' campaign. But anyway, she has made the move to this channel from Hallmark that she is also the chief creative officer at, saying that, and it was an interview that she did with Wall Street Journal, which I tried to access for you guys so I could have more quotes, but there's a paywall and I refuse to do that because no. But the quote that's circulating that she did say in this interview is that she will keep traditional marriage at the core. Now we know that traditional marriage is code for straight people. That's it. Straight people. That traditional marriage for me means no gay people, no one in the LGBTQ plus spectrum. Honestly, in my head, also, it kind of dates back to white people only. But, I feel like they've evolved to black people, Asian people, Hispanic people. But gay people and anyone that's not exclusively straight is where the line. So that caused a little bit of a media firestorm, just a little bit. No one's really paying attention to her. Fuller House has been off the air for God knows how long. No one's really paying attention to her until my girl JoJo Siwa. Love her. JoJo Siwa came out. If y'all listen, I'm getting ahead of myself. I actually pulled up articles. So let's get into it. I have my laptop. Y'all see all these stickers? I have a problem. But again, it could be cracked. Pick your battles. So, JoJo Siwa, of course, saw this and sounded off on it. I'm talking to you guys from E! News Online. Love E! News Online. So, talking to them, I wish I was talking to them. So, she claimed that, Candace said they will keep traditional marriage at the core. In short, there are no current plans to feature same-sex couples in their Christmas movies. Yo, Hallmark did that and everyone lost it, okay? It was like when Starbucks revealed their holiday cups and they weren't red. People were irate, okay? If you don't like it, there's this thing called switch to a different channel. But anyway, JoJo, as everyone knows, she is a part of the LGBTQ spectrum. She has come out and said that her comment, Candace's comment, is rude and hurtful to a whole community of people. This is coming from Instagram. She did say, honestly, I can't believe after everything that went down just a few months ago that she would not only create a movie with intention of excluding LGBTQIA+, but then also talk about it in the press. So, wow. And we're going to touch on that in a second as well. But a lot of people have come out in support of JoJo sounding off about this with Cameron. Notably, her previous Dance Moms co-star Maddie Ziegler, as well as Candace's Fuller House co-star Jodie Sweetin. And let's be honest, I only watched that show, both shows, for Kimmy Gibbler and Stephanie Tanner, as well as Michelle Tanner. I didn't care about DJ. She was boring. She was boring in both shows. She had the most average, mediocre white men fighting over her in Fuller House. And I'm over here just kind of like, this was the plot line that we went with? Hey. But this isn't even the half of it. Because, of course, Cameron has a daughter named Natasha. I love the name Natasha because I have cousins, friends, family members named Natasha. But sometimes it's just like, y'all are the most passionate people I have ever met in my life. But sometimes it's passionate about the wrong things. But anyway, Candace Cameron's daughter, Candace Cameron Bure, why does she have 3 names? Came out, she's 24, Natasha, and said that it was a very lengthy Instagram post. But she did say, I love you, her mom, for continuously choosing Christ before all. I applaud you every time for how you handle yourself with the utmost grace as they continuously twist the narrative to beat down on the kingdom. You stand firm in faith. No matter how out of context or warped the words may get, the enemy will not prevail. Society has gotten completely out of hand with believing every strategically worded headline broadcasted by the media, followed by cancel culture, which is nothing but ugly. I am lucky to get to view you from a lens closer than most and see how you are truly the real deal. Hillary Burton from One Tree Hill also came out and supported JoJo. Love her. But here's the thing, and a lot of people know this about me. I'm not a religious person. It's not something I get into, talk about, even care about, honestly. But what I don't like is when religion is weaponized to try and discredit someone else when the fact of the matter is the words are there in black and white or gray and white. Or however you have your smartphone or tablet or computer settings. It's there. It was said. This is just in a world in 2022 where we are still seeing the first anything to do anything. It's wild to me that people care so much about what's going on in other people's homes and other people's beds, which doesn't apply to you. I was just watching Abbott Elementary. Shout out Quinta Burris. Was just watching Abbott Elementary. And there, this week's episode had a side plot of basically our favorite teacher, our favorite OG. She was talking with a student's parent because the clothing that they wore had a lot of expletives. She had one tattooed like right on her chest. So she was talking with the principal, Ava. Ava ain't doing nobody's job, but Ava made a very good point. So the teacher was basically like, I just don't understand how someone that's a mother could sit here and wear clothes like this, could tat that on her body. And Principal Ava came out and said, well, let me ask you a question. Do you need to? That is going to be my new thing. You don't need to understand everything. You don't need to understand why a man would want to love a man. You don't need to understand why a girl would want to love or loves someone that's non-binary. You don't need to understand why someone is going from being female assigned at birth to being their transitioning to their true self as a male. You don't need to understand that. Is it affecting you? Is it affecting your money? Is it directly affecting your children to the point where they feel like their safety is endangered? Then you don't need to worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. It ain't for you to worry about, okay? It's not for you to get, understand, or have an opinion on. Does it apply to you? Does it affect you directly? No. Carry on with your life. Wearing your little Sperry's. Listening to Anderson .Paak. I love Anderson .Paak, but for some reason I feel like y'all like them. But yeah. I don't understand. But this is all tying into the fact that JoJo and Cameron had a little bit of a feud this summer when JoJo Siwa posted a TikTok video that was asking who's the rudest celebrity you've ever met. She quickly flashed a picture of the Fuller House star, and it kind of ignited into a little feud where, of course, gotta get the laptop again. Of course, the daughter decided to have 2 more cents. She's got a lot of sense, but none of it is common. It's hilarious. In which she said, respectfully, someone saying no to taking a photo with you is not a rough experience. This generation is so sensitive and has no backbone. She also told JoJo to grow up and that there are bigger issues in the world than this. First up, can someone also tell the daughter to shut up? Because the daughter just talks. And that's all she's doing. She's just talking. She's not making any sense. She's not saying anything cohesive or coherent. She's just talking. The fact of the matter is JoJo is way more mature, which is hilarious to say, being someone that literally grew up watching her from like being like knee-high to a grasshopper to being the person that she is now. Is she goofy and posts a lot of like goofy kid videos? Yes. That's her demographic though, and she knows how to target it. But she's also someone that whenever she gives an interview or speaks on really hard topics such as this or mental health, she is very mature in her words, in her delivery, her tone, everything. So maybe, Natasha, you should learn from JoJo. Right, yeah, right, okay. Maybe you should learn from JoJo, because it kind of seems like you're just inserting yourself into a narrative in which no one gave you an ingrained invitation. Or even a DM. So let's think about that. Let's think about how maybe we shouldn't do that. But getting back to the hot pot of it all, here's the thing. Again, does it apply to you? No. Is it hurting your pockets? No. Is it telling you to jump off of a cliff and then mind controlling you to do that? No. So let's stop caring about what other people do in their beds. Let's stop speaking out against it when there are other problems like the GOP and student loans. We are in a crisis right now of global warming. It is November and it just hit below the 60s in my area. That's a problem. I was literally wearing biker shorts last week and now I have to wear a whole coat. Let's focus on things like that, like climate change, like politics, that do not center around people's bodies and who people love. Just because ain't nobody loving you. Let me stop. But anyway, that's the fact of the matter. Candace Cameron Bure, you're not even doing anything anymore right now. Now, at least not anything that anyone really is like watching or talking about or is circulating in the media. This is the first time I've heard your name, honestly, since Bob Saget died. R.I.P. Rest in peace. I love him. But honestly, was this move away a strategic way to get your name in the media to then have promo for whatever projects you're coming out? Because there was a much better way to do this that didn't subtly smite on a whole community of people that you kind of just alienated. And honestly, I don't know anyone. There's like so many demographics for like holiday movies. There's like white women. They're the homebodies, and then you have kind of like the gays, girls, and the days. So you kind of alienate like 1/3 of your demographic at this point. So keep on keeping on. And we're just going to get into the potatoes of today's episode. I told y'all this is going to be a rant. It's okay. Hold on for this transition. Oh. We're back. Welcome back to I'm Over It. I am your girl, Miss Ice Cold, and we just talked about the meat. Let's get into the potatoes. Now I want potatoes. I think I want that every episode, actually. I think I want that just every day of my life. But potatoes, today's episode, another heavy topic, another very kind of controversial topic. We are talking that lyric from Drake and 21 Savage's latest album. I don't even know what it was called. Was it called Hurt Loss? Yeah, I think that's what it was called. It apparently was my loss because I wasn't listening to it. But let's get into it. So if you've been living under a rock, here's a recap. Drake just released a new project with 21 Savage. Whole album called Her Loss, multiple tracks, you know, cool, awesome if you are into that. Honestly, Drake for me like fluctuates between, oh my god, I love him, I want to marry Drake, and oh my god, Drake, what are you doing? Like, I don't know, Drake, maybe it's, I don't know. I want to say maybe it's because he's from Canada, because I have the same reaction to like Justin Bieber, not in a merry way, but oh my god, he's cool, and then oh my god, what are you doing? But I don't know, Drake, let's figure that out. Let's go to a basketball game, figure that out. Let's go to a Raptors game. But anyway, so Drake released a new album, and then he had a song on it called, what was it called again? I don't know. Circo Loco. Okay, so he released a song called Circo Loco, and it had a lyric in it. And we're gonna discuss. This B lie about getting shot, but she's still a stallion. She don't even get the joke, but she's still smiling. So imagine Black Twitter overnight when this project dropped. And I have all these friends, right? I have all these friends. I have all of these friends that are literally like live tweeting them listening to the album. And they're like, oh my god, like this song is great. Song's fire. They keep going. They keep going. And then they get to that song, and either they renounce all of their earlier tweets or they delete all the tweets. Either way, because that's what Chloe Bailey did. Chloe Bailey deleted it, and this is why. Listening to those lyrics, anyone would surmise that that is about Megan Thee Stallion and her unfortunate shooting in 2020 with Tory Lanez. And I'm not saying allegedly, because that short Oompa Loompa did it, okay? Short Oompa Loompa shot Megan Thee Stallion. I don't care what anyone says. Argue about it with your own mans, because you're not going to argue about it with your woman. You're going to argue about it with your homeboy. But anyway, so everyone is saying that that line was in reference to the 2020 shooting of Megan Thee Stallion by Tory Lanez. Y'all, the way that black men love to defend other black men but not black women is almost comical at this point, because it's so expected. So of course you see all these people talking about like, oh wow, Drake, why'd you have to go there? She didn't even mention you, like what was the shot for, like the bar for? And of course then you have all these men that are like, nah, that ain't what he was talking about. Like they personally called Drake and talked to him about this lyric. But it's being said that that line was actually in reference to women getting BBLs, Brazilian butt lifts, and all this other cosmetic surgery, and that's what it was in reference to. But honey, you know what a double entendre is? You didn't have to say stallion. There were so many other rhymes you could have used. Thesaurus.com is a great feature for you guys if you guys want to use that tool for the rest of your music writing. But there are so many other ways you could have did this. We know what a double entendre is. We know that this was done to increase sales, which honestly, without that bump in numbers, would have honestly probably been a very disappointing album release, because there's a lot of controversy surrounding that release with fake Tiny Desk series and fake, what was that? Forgot which publication it was, but they did like fake covers for it. It was like, oh, this is launching soon, and now that publication is suing them. But that's what a lot of people are saying. A lot of people are like, oh, it's in reference to BBLs and everything. So first off, it's either we are joking about a black woman getting shot, or we're joking about black women getting cosmetic surgery. Here's the thing, Drake, we all know you got cosmetic surgery and it keeps failing. That's why there's all of these fluctuating periods of you showcasing your abs and everything, and then a bunch of other stuff in like very covered up when no one else is. We know that the BBL's rejected, baby. It's okay. You just didn't follow the after surgery protocols. Maybe you should focus on that the 5th time that you get it and see if that works, and see if you stop being upset. But a lot of what I've realized about Drake is he will only mention women in his lyrics for his music if he is into them or if they have rejected him. So this is telling me that he probably came at Meg Thee Stallion like on some, hey, I'm Canadian, I'm Drake, let's make a baby. And she was like, no, I'm Meg Thee Stallion and you're short. I feel like that's the way that the conversation went. because he's upset. He is a hurt little crybaby. He also mentioned Serena Williams' husband, I believe his name is Alexis, and said that he's a groupie. And you know what he did? He went straight to social media, posted a picture of him with his wife and child, and was like, I am her groupie. And that is the way that she do it. Take notes, men. But anyway, he will own, and everyone knows that he was at the forefront of so many of Serena's matches, being like a little cheerleader. It was so cute. I was like, oh my God, he's into Serena. And I was like, Serena's not going to be into him whatsoever. And wasn't. But there's something honestly kind of sinister about Drake. Because if you reject him, yes, you're going to end up like a Taylor Swift lyric. But at the same time, he's kind of gives off a very toxic air. Is it just me? He like, and I feel like gaslight is the wrong word, but he like publicly declared his love for Rihanna on stage with her there, and she still curved him. Did they have like a little, probably like a little whirlwind like romance kind of thing? And she was like, let me just see what's going on. Yeah, probably. But you can't put someone on national television and be like, hey girl, I'm in love with you, and then be mad when she just, what else am I, if someone did that to me, I would either that or, because what else am I gonna do? But no, there's something kind of sinister and toxic about Drake's energy when it comes to women that he's attracted to. So that's first and foremost. Two, either way that you want to look at this line, it shames women in some kind of front. Either it shames a woman directly for being shot and being a victim of said shooting, or it victimizes women who just want to feel secure in their body and love their body and get some kind of gender affirming surgery when it comes to BBLs or liposuction. Either way you toss the cookie, it's still gonna fall and there's gonna be crumbs, my guy. But that's not even, is that the end of it? Because there's not. No, because Meg responded. That's right. And I have to read this because it's a really long statement. Okay, so let's see. Still don't have my glasses. I didn't feel like getting up. So Meg's response to this, which I believe came literally the day after it was released. So I think the project released at midnight and then she released this the following day. She said, I know I'm very popular, but y'all gotta stop attaching week A conspiracy theories in bars to my name. Stop using my shooting for clout. Since when, TF, is it cool to joke about women getting shot? People attack me, y'all go up for it. I defend myself, now I'm doing too much. Every time it never ends, and this did not happen until I came out and said I got shot. Y'all don't F with me. Okay, cool. F it, bye. Girl same. Because there was nothing going on until Meg said, yeah, I got shot. Never said who. And then it came out. And then she was like, yeah. And it's been a whirlwind ever since. Here's the thing. She never speaks on it unless it's directly asked. And most of the time she dismisses the comment or the question. Or stuff like this happens where people just want to use her name for stuff. It's getting literally like Cardi B said, like, someone must need to sell something because here my name comes up again in the media. And that's exactly what this seems like. So what is interesting to me is how social media reacts when a black man gets shot as opposed to when a black woman gets shot. And this is all literally days after Takeoff from Migos was shot and killed. There are so many people that were posting comments and posts and tweets about we have to get guns off the streets. We have to educate people about gun violence, about guns. Takeoff shouldn't have died. This was so senseless, and turned around and still went and mocked Meg Thee Stallion for getting shot. Does that make sense to anyone else? Again, the sense isn't common. I don't understand why we have this rhetoric of defending and uplifting black men and honoring them when they get shot, whether they died or not. And then turn around and villainize black women and asking, well, what were you wearing? What were you doing? Were you arguing with them? Did you throw the first punch? Why does it matter? A black woman was freaking shot. Why does that even matter in any kind of the slightest notion of any kind of critical thinking? Case in point, a black woman was shot. A black man was shot. The black woman didn't die, and there's a trial, but there is still all of these discourses about if she's lying. Did it really happen? Was she actually shot, or was she shot at? Why does it matter? It's gun violence towards a black woman. All of these men that I see on social media, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, talking about loving black women and honoring black women, but then turn around and still slander them. You know your mama was a black woman, right? Regardless, your mama was a woman. Why are you sitting here and not giving the same respect to a black woman that was shot that you gave to a black man that was shot? It's not even just taking into account Takeoff's death. That's what I see on a daily whenever a black man is shot. I see people post about guns and holding guns up all the time, and it pisses me off. It's one of my biggest turnoffs, whether I'm pursuing you romantically or as a friend. I hate it. Because to me, guns are needless. Guns, to me, are for protection. They're not to be on an offensive. So, I don't know. That's my take on it. I feel like social media, and we know this, it's a very disparaging discourse when it comes to gun violence. And it's always, who's the victim? Why does it matter? Why does it matter who the victim is? The fact of the matter is a person was shot, and that's the story. So Drake, you soft for that. You're soft in general, but you were soft for that. I don't care if it was actually about BBLs or if it was about Make the Stallion. You know what you were doing. 21, do something for me. Let's just stop villainizing black women for things that happen to them and carry about our day. And let's also look at gun violence for what it is and not who's behind the gun. That's all. That's all. Woo! All right, y'all. I know that today's meat and potatoes was a little bit more heavy than usual. You're probably sitting back in your seat and got the itis. It's okay. Because I'm going to give you a highlight today. Coming from, so we love Snoop Dogg. I talked about Snoop Dogg in my last episode. We love Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg has this YouTube channel called Doggyland. Is that what it is? Yeah, Doggyland Kids. It's literally for kids. Excuse me. And it's for just uplifting of black kids and just giving them something to watch other than freaking, like, what's that? Coco Melon. God. If I never hear Coco Melon again. That's what happens when you date someone with kids. That's all I did was hear Coco Melon. But oh my god, I love that there are all these channels. I don't date him no more, y'all. It's okay. But I love that there are all these channels that are trying to like be a direct foil to Coco Melon. There's Gracie's Corner. I love it, but like Gracie's Corner, yo, Gracie's Corner is lit. Gracie's Corner had this TikTok with this birthday song that had me dancing. Okay, that might be my theme song for my next birthday. It shouldn't have that much bass. But anyway, so Snoop Dogg has done the same thing. He has come up with a channel for black youth, and I love it. I came across this on my late night TikTok scroll. Y'all know how it is, and I loved it. I just want to pass this along, and you know, if you watch my show and you have kids, check it out. It's actually a really cute channel, and whenever I do have children, y'all are not listening to any Coco Melon, Baby Shark, none of it. No, we are doing Gracie's Corner and Snoop Dogg. So here you go. Take a look at this highlight, and I'll be right back.
Affirmations are positive statements that help us to challenge and overcome when you're not feeling good and have negative thoughts. So repeat after me. Come on, everyone. There is no one better to be than myself.
There is no one better to be than myself.
Today is going to be an amazing day.
Today is going to be an amazing day.
Now we know some new affirmations that we can choose and learn to say. So next time you need a little inspiration to help you have more of a positive day. Affirmations. Affirmations.
Y'all, again, you're looking good today, okay? Looking good today, okay? But anyway, that is it for us here. It's me. That's it. That's it for me here at I'm Over It. There is no My Talented Friends this week. All my talented friends kind of busy right now, so y'all just gonna have to deal with just watching me this entire episode. I'm so sorry, but you know, you did it to yourself. Hope you guys have a great rest of your week, a great holiday week next week. I want to know what your Thanksgiving plans are, so in the comments, please let me know what you're doing for Thanksgiving. Let me know if you got that Thanksgiving fit together. I still do not. But you guys know I'll give you a little recap once we come back after the holidays. So make it a good day, make it a good week, and I will catch you guys later here on I'm Over It. This is your girl, Miss Ice Cold, and I guarantee you the next time we come around, meat and potatoes will be just as filling. Have a good one. Okay, bye. Okay, bye, bye, bye.